Things. Eric Bakker, the naturopath. Thanks for coming back to the channel. It's awesome to be back. Right, let's talk about the 5 ways to keep on track with healthy eating. So by now you'll be receiving your health e-course, through the internet. It used to be through the mail. We used to mail things out to people. Now it's all, of course, all virtual kind of stuff. So if you've signed up, which I hope you've done, you're going to get quite an interesting course over many different weeks. But today we're going to talk about the 5 ways to keep you on track with healthy eating, to eat good foods, and to keep maintaining that focus and slowly build on that over time, because good diet nutrition is a cornerstone. It's one of the most important things you can do to stay really well. Everything you eat will govern what you're going to look like and feel like and act like tomorrow, basically. So if you eat crap, well, you can figure that one out, can't you? What's going to happen tomorrow? So let's start with number 1, all right? Small changes first. You're not going to change everything overnight, right? This is a big mistake I see a lot of people make, and I have for many years in the clinic, and I don't want you guys to make it. You have to make small, tiny changes first, and those changes will build and build and build, and they'll snowball. They'll become bigger and bigger. It's like me starting back up at the gym again, okay, at 62 years of age. Now, I used to train a lot when I was a young guy, and of course, when you're 62, you're not going to, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1 week, okay? So for me to break in is taking me months to break in, small baby steps, because I know that one day I'll be able to, bench press some weight again, reasonable weight. But what I could do at 20 and what I could do at 60, 2 different kind of things. I'm prepared to wait and take my time and slowly build upon my achievements. And I'd like you to do that too. So that's step number 1, okay? Small bites of the elephant first. Don't try and swallow the whole thing. Make little changes and then try and get them ingrained before you start making bigger changes. My dad was a classic, like a lot of people. He joined up the gym, spent like $1,000, or I don't know what it was back then, for gym fees. He went 2 or 3 times. He never went back again. Like, what a waste of money. He tried to make a change too soon, too big too soon. So don't fall for it, okay? Small changes. Second one, don't beat yourself up because you're going to slip. You're going to probably have a donut. You're probably going to let some kind of candy drop in your mouth. You're going to be at a party and you're going to drink too much. You're going to do something that wasn't what you wanted, to achieve. That wasn't the outcome you wanted, but it's going to happen because you're a human. You're not a robot, all right? Robots don't slip up unless they're programmed to slip up. Humans slip up. We all make mistakes. So that's number 2. Don't beat yourself up. It could take 6 months, it could take 12 months before you eat really, really well. It could take longer, it could take shorter. It's up to you. You're not in a hurry. You're going to take your time and do it properly. So that's number 2. Don't beat yourself up, all right? Third one, think about surrounding yourself with good food. That's a real big thing. I put lots of fresh foods. We grow a lot of stuff in the garden. And it's out of season or we can't get it, we buy stuff. But I always have displays of nice bowls of fruit. I put vegetables around the place and we have different spices and herbs on display. They look great and they also stimulate your brain, your appetite. They make you want to eat good food. If you surround yourself with packets of fries and cans of Coke and, vouchers for Burger King and things like that, well, it's not really good, is it? You're not really surrounding yourself with good things. So part of this third one also is look at the good food, eat smaller portion sizes, all right? So large plates, small plates. Look at how much you're eating. You're probably eating too much food, especially if you're going to want to make a diet change. Cut back on how much food that you're eating. Just a little bit, even 5%. Because over time, we can make that even less and less and less. Most people eat far too much. That's my experience. I've been seeing this for a long, long time. Especially when they get older like me, they keep on eating and eating and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Every inch you put on your waistline increases your risk of heart failure by 11%. So just remember that. You want to keep the old ticker going, you got to, eat less food. And remember my old saying, a lot of people dig their own graves with their teeth. They just keep on eating and eating and eating until they're, 10 feet down. So stop eating so much food. You don't need all this food, right? Number 4, water. Now everybody says drink 8 glasses of water a day. But what I like about water and drinking lots of water is it helps to regulate your appetite. So I've always found that people who drink water tend to be a little bit skinnier than people who drink soda, who tend to be a little bit bigger, okay? So maybe soda makes you bigger and water makes you skinnier, I don't know. But I know that when you drink water regularly throughout the day, your appetite becomes better regulated. And so do your bowel motions become better regulated. You'll poop better, you'll walk better, you'll sleep better, you'll feel better, and you'll eat less food. All right? So remember that. Water, or drinking regularly between meals. And we're not talking beer or sodas or things like that. We're talking actually water. So the fifth one is, what are we going to talk about with the fifth one? That's a good point. What you want to do now, because this video is about how to keep on track with eating, is go to your pantry and go to your refrigerator right now. That's the fifth one. Have a look at the stuff that you've got in there and start binning or throwing crap out of the fridge that's probably been sitting at the back there. This is what I always say to patients. If I were to go to your house now and you would invite me for lunch, what would you cook me? A, and B, what am I going to find in your refrigerator and what am I going to find in your pantry? So are going to be horror stories or romance or love stories, or what am I going to find, you know? So you'd be surprised what people are lurking in the back of the pantry. I did a detox course years ago with a bunch of about 20 patients, and I visited different houses, and some of them blew me away. We literally had to get garbage bags full of stuff that was 6 months or, you know, even 12 months out of date, right up the back of the pantry. And stuff in the fridge with sort of like, you know, stuff moving around in it and not good. So get rid of stuff out of your fridge and pantry right now and start looking at healthy shopping, you know, healthy shopping. You will also downloaded my Whole Foods chart, no doubt, when you signed up for this. So have a look at that nice handout, because that's quite a good one for you to go through. There was a PDF you could download for free. Several pages on foods, carbohydrates, different food choices. Next week, we got a really interesting one coming up. So come back and check me out next week. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. Thank you.